Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Love for Intuitive Astrology. So, today I will talk about the upcoming year of 2026. And I cannot believe, I feel it's been like yesterday that I did predictions for 2025. But today we're going to talk about the upcoming year of 2026. And I'm going to discuss with you the slow moving planets. I'm going to discuss with you the best months for career, for health, for money, for love. So, we're also going to dive into some specific dates that are going to be important. Some days to watch out for, or some days with a window of opportunities. Now, before we start, okay, I have something new that I just made and just launched on Etsy. You can find the link in the description box below. So this is, I really don't like how sometimes on Zoom they have this weird filter, so it doesn't make things very sharp. Anyways, but this calendar actually has all the predictions of the year per month. So you can know exactly, for each month, what to watch out for, what to check, what not to check. I really hope it's going to get a bit more clear. Anyways, you can check out the photos and everything on Etsy if you're interested in that. So, this is a calendar for 2026. Okay. And let's start now, Aries. Let's go to business and check out the upcoming year for you. Okay. Um, so it's quite a big year, to be honest, because there is some major planets moving in your sign, okay, Aries, because we have Neptune going back in your sign on the 26th of January, okay? And of course, if you're an early degree Aries, you're gonna really feel this Neptune, okay? It's gonna make you a bit dreamy, a bit more foggy. You might daydream a little bit more, but you also will have this creative vision of how you see life and where you want to go. Okay, so you're gonna have a real creative boost, and meditation is gonna go so much easier for you. Okay, you're going to really connect to the divine in much easier ways. Then on the 13th of February 2026, we have Saturn moving back in your sign, okay? And it's going again conjunct Neptune, all in your sign. So this means that there's a part of you that feels a bit of responsibility, okay? And maybe you want to escape these responsibilities, but unfortunately, Saturn is going to be the hard teacher and is going to tell you, okay, if you really want to be, for example, a parent, or you really want to have this business, you're going to have to work for it. Okay. And when you work for it, Saturn is very happy and it's going to give you all these rewards. Now, this conjunction with Neptune is going to be up until the end of April 2026. Okay. Now Jupiter, right? Jupiter will be in the sign of Cancer in your fourth house up until the 30th of June. And Jupiter in your fourth house, and especially after the 9th, 10th of March, depending on your location, 2026, Jupiter will be direct in the sign of Cancer. This is a perfect time, Aries, for moving, selling a house, redecorating your house, buying a house. All these things are gonna be, gonna be highlighted, especially up until July. Okay. After that, Jupiter is moving in your fifth house in the sign of Leo. Now, this is a really beautiful placement for you, Aries, because it makes a wonderful trine with your ascendant. So, it depends where your degree is of your ascendant, but at some point, Jupiter is going to really boost you. And Jupiter in the fifth house loves to be creative. If you would like to have children, I mean, this is a fantastic time, a fantastic year too. start, or to become a parent, okay? Creative projects, overall luck, right? And sometimes the fifth house can also unlock some of your past life luck. So definitely, you're going to feel uplifted. It's also in a fire sign. So you're going to feel like you want to get stuff done. You want to have fun. Okay. Jupiter in the fifth house can also make you want to have fun, be creative, work on certain projects. Okay. It's also a beautiful time for love and romance. Okay. So overall, a beautiful placement. And also, up until July, when Jupiter is in Cancer, is also a beautiful time to spend with your family and to really have a stronger connection with them. And you're going to look at what makes you feel at home somewhere. Where is your home? You're going to look at your roots. And when your roots are stable, the 10th house, so the opposite sign, is going to get a boost. So the more you feel at home somewhere and the more cozy you feel, you're going to feel this career boost. Okay. So there is this really, really nice timing that I actually wrote down, Aries, because this is a good time for love, for certain projects, okay? Between the 10th and 17th of April, Jupiter is in Cancer and it's sextiling Venus in Taurus. Venus in Taurus is exalted. So this is a beautiful time, okay? So Jupiter in the fourth house is going to be in a sextile with Taurus in the second house. So this is money coming in through property. Maybe you're selling some of your furniture. You could be buying new furniture. Okay. This is really about acquiring money through maybe family is supporting you money wise, right? Or yeah, you just bought or sold this property. So this is going to be a huge timing for you. Okay. Um, Now, when we're talking about eclipses, okay, because there are going to be some eclipses this year, and the first eclipse is going to be on the 17th of February 2026. Okay, it's a new moon annular solar eclipse in Aquarius at 28 degrees, which is going to be in your 11th house. So, this is going to highlight your friendships, your community. You're really just going to see like what do you resonate with and maybe who do you not resonate so much with anymore, right? So yeah, there is a lot of shifts and changes happening. And, especially, by the end of the year, when you're going to be more outgoing, you're probably also going to attract different people around you that you surround yourself with. Okay. So we have another eclipse on the 3rd of March 2026. This eclipse is a full total lunar eclipse, so a full moon total lunar eclipse in Virgo at 12 degrees in your sixth house. So this is about highlighting your health, your routines, like, what can you change when it comes to your diet? Is there something that yeah, you could try something new, right? Some of you want to try fasting, others of you want to intermittent fasting or try a diet without gluten, change the way you do your workouts. So this is definitely going to have a focus as well as work, changes in the workplace. The way you spend your time at work, you're going to maybe have a different kind of outlook on how you want to divide your time. Okay. Another beautiful time that I wrote down is between the 1st and 19th of June. Jupiter will be conjunct Venus, and up until the 12th, Venus will be in the sign of Cancer as well. So this is also in your fourth house. Again, a wonderful time for, maybe just a homebody and you feel so happy being at home. This could be spending beautiful time with your family or your chosen family. Okay, don't get me wrong. I don't know everyone's situation, but your chosen family also is really suitable here. Money coming in, if you're in real estate or, even if you're a healer, definitely also if you're a healer, you could be solving a lot of ancestral patterns, or you're getting these gifts from your ancestors around this time. Okay. So it's a wonderful time for you to spoil yourself a little bit. Okay. Maybe you're going to buy something in a house that you thought was maybe a little bit too expensive, but you're like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. Okay. Just watch out a bit for self indulgence because Jupiter and Venus together can create a little bit of that. Then we have between the 21st of May and the 30th of May, the Sun is conjunct Uranus, okay, in your third house, so in Gemini, which is making you a bit restless. But this is also the time, Aries, where you can get really amazing ideas. So write them down, okay? Write them down around this time. Um, Mars conjunct Uranus. I wrote this one down as well. Between the 29th of June and 12th of July, it's in your third house. Watch out driving. Don't drive angry. If you're a little bit pissed off, okay, at people, breathe first, because this is a very like sudden anger time, and especially regarding communication. Also, be careful when you buy a certain vehicle, okay, like a car or like a scooter, a motor, that everything is fully okay. But especially be careful in traffic, or you might be the one screaming at people in traffic, okay? But make sure you ground yourself before you get in the car between the 29th of June and the 12th of July 2026. Now, we already have so many movements this year, but here we have another one. We have on the 19th of June, Chiron moving in the sign of Taurus, which is in your second house, okay? So Taurus is about, everything physical, and the second house is about your self-worth and your money. So suddenly you might feel a bit strange, like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can get this done, and we all have these kind of moments. Honestly, I had this moment a few days ago when I tried to film videos, and I just was so strict for myself. And it just had to do with being hard sometimes on yourself, right? And that we have to understand that no one is perfect and you can get it done. So this is my message for you, Aries. So between the 19th of June and the 17th of September, because then it's moving back in Aries, okay, in your sign in the first house. So you might feel suddenly like this fear of losing money, or uh, feeling a bit fearful when it comes to money, but you have an opportunity to heal that. And also, Chiron, it's a wound you carry, but you can help other people. So you would be a great financial advisor as well. Like, you can advise people about money because you see the ups and downs about it. Okay. Yeah, more eclipses. 12th of August 2026 in the sign of Leo. This is a new moon total solar eclipse in Leo at 20 degrees in your fifth house, okay? So this is highlighting again creative projects, um start of a relationship, start of a birth, ending of a relationship, ending of a certain project, because a new moon usually starts something new, but there has to be space in your life. So sometimes with eclipses, one thing has to go and the other thing is coming into your life. And an eclipse can be quite drastic, okay? But it can definitely also bring a lot of good stuff. Jupiter in the fifth house also gives you luck in games, like games and yeah, winning, kind of lucky in the games you play. So when you're playing with family and Aries gonna win all the time, it's because of this Jupiter in the fifth house. Okay. It's also, yeah, fifth house is also about being very playful, and Leo is in general playful. You have it in your, in its own. Leo is in its own house in the fifth house, right? And Jupiter there is gonna make you super playful, have fun, okay? But don't go overboard because then the bit of self-indulgence might come in. Um, Another eclipse on the 28th of August 2026, partial lunar eclipse in Pisces at 4 degrees. Okay. And Pisces is highlighting the 12th house for you. So this is about resting. Maybe you've been going very quickly, you've been having so much fun, but it's also time to kind of rest Take it easy, take it slow, do some meditation, do some yoga. Maybe you're working on something behind the scenes, being very creative, working on some, sometimes it's just about creativity because, Jupiter in the fifth house is also just about hobbies. And in the 12th house, you can just be in your own space, like being by yourself and creating this really beautiful, yeah, working on these beautiful hobbies of yours. Okay. Um, then another major thing this year in 2026, on the 18th of August 2026, we're gonna have the North Node shifting from Pisces in your 12th house. Okay, do I say that correctly? Yes. North Node shifting from Pisces in your 12th house to Aquarius in your 11th house. And the South Node will be in Leo, okay? At some point, also joining Jupiter in your fifth house, okay? Now, the North Node in the 11th house is telling you, okay, so maybe you've been working on these hobbies, these projects, and you might want to share your gifts with the world, okay? Your fifth house can really make you share certain gifts and share that to the public. So some of you are going to do workshops, you're going to start social media. Okay. It's a perfect time to show your gifts to the outside world. If you're a good singer, maybe you're going to make some videos and people are going to be really blown away by that talent. Okay. So, time to share your gifts, time to share your talents, finding your tribe, the people that you want to surround yourself with. And it might not, because the North Node is kind of uncomfortable. So, it might not be the group of people that you thought you were gonna meet and we're gonna resonate with. Okay. Another big thing, 2026 is going to be Venus retrograde, which is gonna start on the 2nd of October 2026. Okay, up until the 12th of November 2026. And Venus retrograde will be in Scorpio in your 8th house. Okay, so here you're gonna look at your finances, really check out like if your papers are all in order. It's not a good time to start any kind of new investments between this period, especially in general with Venus retrograde. That's not a good idea, but especially up until the 25th of October, because then it's going to go to Libra, to your 7th house. So this is a time between the 12th and the um between the 25th of October and the 12th of November. You could be hearing from past loves, you could be healing past love. Okay, things you want to release, certain old wounds and pains. Okay, so that's a beautiful time to do that. um Big event is also the 4th of November till the end of November. We're going to have Mars, Jupiter in the South Node in a conjunction in Leo in the 5th house. Okay. So this is also regarding past lives. So certain gifts or problems coming back from past lives. Okay. I cannot exactly pinpoint that from you, but there will be some gifts that might be unleashed, that you're really passionate about, that you really want to share with the world. Okay. That's the really positive side. The negative side could be that you could become a little bit competitive. Like, I'm really good at this. I want to go for it. So then the South Node sometimes detaches. It's like, yeah, you're going to have to use your gifts in like a positive way. Okay. Um, yeah, so Mercury retrogrades of this year. We have one in February up until the 19th of March in Pisces, okay, 12th house. So that's a very foggy time for communication. Then the 28th of June, we have one in Cancer up until the 22nd of July, um, in the 4th house, okay? So if you want to buy or sell a house, maybe between that time, a little bit more sensitive, right? Before the 28th of June. And anyways, Jupiter is moving into Leo. So best timing is before the 28th for sure to sell, buy, rent a house. And we're going to have another one on the 23rd of October. Did I say that? Yes, up until the 12th of November in the sign of Scorpio in the 8th house. So no investments around this time. Revise, recheck all your paperwork. This is really important. Now, Aries, best months for career, January, August, September, December. All right, write them down. Love between July and December. Okay, best time for love. Traveling, best months for traveling, Aries, May, June, November, December. Moving months, January till July, but take into account Mercury retrograde, like I said. Money, April until May. Okay. And then we have October and November, good money months. And for health, August and September, good times to focus on your health, to change things on your health. And yeah, don't forget, if you want an overview, oh, these filters, I don't even know why would they have filters. I don't want these like strange things. So the calendar, check it out on Etsy. I have all the key dates in here. I wrote them down for you so you can take into account certain events and all of that. And I mean, it's just a really nice gift in general for maybe Christmas or birthdays or just for yourself, to have certain reminders. So you don't have to look up all the key dates. I did that for you. Okay, thanks to to take into account. So that was my year overview for you, my amazing Aries. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate you. Now, if you want to help me spread the message so more people can watch this, subscribe to my channel. And I would love to hear in the comments your plans for 2026. What are you going to do? And yeah, I would love to hear from you. And until next time, bye bye.